साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे। अष्टादश नव के दाता, असवर दीन जान माता। राम रसायन तुम्हें पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को भावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुपति पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई। और देवता चित्त न धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल।
Jai Shri Mataji. Please bow down to the Shri Mataji. Raise your kundalini and take the bandhan.
तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जयनाथ हृदय महाडेरा। की जयनाथ हृदय महाडेरा, की जयनाथ हृदय महाडेरा।
Param Pujya Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Shri Adishakti. Mother, please grant us the permission to do the meditation at your lotus feet, and please bless us thoughtless state. Now please keep our right hand towards Mother Earth. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please remove all the badhas, all the negativities from my left channel, and please balance my left side. Now please keep our right hand on our lap and left hand towards the sky. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please remove all the badhas, all the negativities from my right side, and please balance my right side. Now please keep our both the hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on central Muladhara chakra. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, you are Sakshat Shri Nirmal Ganesha. Mother, please remove all the negativities, all the badhas from my Muladhara chakra. And please awaken Sri Ganesh principle within us. Mother, please awaken Sri Ganesh principle within us. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our stomach below the abdomen. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Mother, please give me pure knowledge about myself. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our heart. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, I am only pure spirit. Mother, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not this ego. I am only pure spirit. Mother, please come into my heart. Now please keep our right hand on left side of our neck. Param Pujya Shri Mataji, I am not guilty. Mother, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Now please keep our right hand on our forehead. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, I have forgiven everyone, including myself. I have forgiven everyone. Now please keep our right hand on our Sahasrara and slowly rotate our right palm clockwise 7 times on our Sahasrara. Param Pujya Sri Mataji, you are Sakshat Sri Sahasrar Swamini. You are Sakshat Sri Adishakti. Mother, please awaken my Kundalini. Mother, please bless us thoughtless state. Now please keep our both the hands on our lap. Our complete attention is on center of both the palms and Sahasrara. We will listen lecture of Shri Mataji.
He came to Sydney, and many people have joined Sahajayoga, and many people will remember her. Many people are developing their realization, and it's a great experience that's happening not only, of course, in Sydney, but all over the world. Sahajayoga is a happening.
It's an actualization of something that lies within us. The subtle body that is represented here on the chart is a map or a chart of our inner mechanism, that mechanism of our subtle body.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. But before we come to right conclusion about our seeking, we have to understand that truth is not a mental action. If your mind says that this is this, it need not be that. It is our everyday experience in life that mentally, when we try to establish something, we find after some time that we have not been absolutely correct about it. Whatever is known to us is already there. But whatever is unknown, even about that, if you have preconceived ideas that this is the unknown, this is God, this is Spirit, then it could be that you are very much away from the truth. But scientifically, if you have to approach any subject, you have to keep your mind absolutely clean and open. That it has been said by many great saints, many great gurus, that we are to be born again and that we are the Spirit. Are we to believe in them or not? Perhaps we should reach at least this conclusion that they did not take any money from anyone and they could not have been fake people. They did not do it for money's sake. So, if we have to be born again, to reach the right conclusion, we should know what should happen to us. For example, if you certify that I am a born again, then it is misleading. Supposing I certify myself that I am the Prime Minister of Australia, do I become? I have to become. So just by taking a certificate, we are cheating ourselves and avoiding the opportunity to be born again. So to be honest is the first way we can really be the seekers of truth. If you are not honest and if you have preconceived ideas and want to stick to it, then I would say it is rather difficult. But logically, we should come to a point where we should understand that what should happen when we receive the truth. In our evolutionary process, what has happened to us? Actually, our awareness has been enlightened in new dimensions as we grew up in our evolution. An animal does not understand filth and dirt. You can take a horse through any dirty lane, but a human being is very sensitive. He has to close his nose, or sometimes he even refuses to go through that. So, in our awareness, something has to happen. And that is not some sort of an abnormal thing. Like some people, I was told, have written books that you have to become mad to be evolved. I mean, in what evolutionary stage did it happen? Did the fishes become mad to become the higher animals? When did it happen that you had to become mad to evolve? It's a wrong idea that people give because they can only make you mad, nothing else. And you like it because one way they pamper your ego by saying that you can pay for them, and secondly, they also give you a feeling that you are something different. To be something different is not to be evolved. We have so many mad people in this world. We have so many epileptic people. We have so many people who jump all over the places. There's nothing great about it. Whatever you can do easily is to jump or to shout or to scream or to misbehave. All these things are very easy for human beings to do. But if something has to happen from the divine, and if it is a living process, then something should happen within us which is not in our reach, which is the something that is beyond the human reach. That has to be the divine thing. So we must understand that in our seeking, what we have to seek is a higher dimension to our awareness. In that dimension, you have to become something. Like you have become a human being. You are no more a monkey, you are a human being now. In the same way, you have to become something. In Sanskrit language, a Brahmin, a person who is a realized soul, the one who knows the Brahma, the all-pervading power, is called as Bijaha, means born again. And also, a bird is called as Bijaha. A bird is first born as an egg, and then it is born as a bird. There's complete transformation. You don't have to certify a bird that it is no more an egg. It just becomes. You see it through that it becomes. So those who are honest and those who are really seeking must know that you have to become something. It's not just that you become mad or you become like some sort of a funny, freaky fellow, but you become really something that is in your awareness. Now, if you have to go to science, we'll find out that Jung, who was a realized soul, who got realization much later, and then he defied Freud, has clearly said that if a human being evolves, he'll have to become collectively conscious. His consciousness becomes collectively aware, meaning that you should feel others within yourself on your fingertips. Muhammad Sahib has said, at the time of resurrection, your hands will speak. Your hands have to speak. Now, the hands have no tongues to speak. So what happens? It is accepted in the medical science that the sympathetic nervous system is expressed in your 7 centers on your fingers, but they don't know which are where and how it is. They cannot put it. And they're honest about it. But they say there is some sympathetic connection with the fingertips. So in your awareness, it has to happen, by which you have to be more alert, more normal, more dynamic, more beautiful, more loving, more understanding. So something has to happen to your central nervous system. It must be apparent that you are feeling something more in your central nervous system. Now, What people are enamored is that if they see some people dancing mad, they feel enamored. It's a sign that you have not been able to understand. We have seen Christ, we have seen Buddha, Mahavira, Kabira, Nanaka. We had Lord Say, and so many others. Did they behave like this? Did they become mad? We have got Moses. Did he become mad anytime? Was he mad anytime, behaving like a mad person? All these new theories have started, I think, 50 years back or about 60 years back. That people believe in these new theories and they have forgotten all the traditional things that have come to us, our heritage. And we depend more on these nonsensical things, which has no moorings at all. Because the people who are supposed to be the founders of all the religions have never behaved like this. And why this new type of thing that has started, that people are behaving in this manner and accepting it to be a very normal thing. So all the seekers must know that you have to become the spirit. Means you must feel your own powers. It is not that you feel the powers of another person. Now he is a person who brings out some diamonds for you. So what? Logically you reach a conclusion. Do you want diamonds or do you want your spirit? You can buy them in the market. Why do you need a guru to do that kind of a job? There must be some jugglery. All kinds of these spiritual juggleries are on. And when I came here from Perth onward, Melbourne, Adelaide, and here, everywhere, all the people of the media have been asking me that why these gurus have come from India and they have ruined us like this. They have so many Rolls Royces and that. I said, thank God, now at least you are realizing. But I went to America and told them long time back that these people are going to come and be careful about that. Has been already told about them. But people did not want to follow it. They thought that it is better that you accept a guru, live with him, and that when he goes to heaven, means hell actually, you will be there. Now, I am very happy that a awareness is coming to the seekers, that a lot of them are realizing that they have not found the truth. If you are reaching that conclusion that you have to find the truth within yourself, then Sahajayoga will work much wonders. Now, our evolutionary process has not been anything which is dead. It is a living process. There is a force within us which brings forth our evolution. And living process cannot be activated by mental activity. For example, if you put a seed in the Mother Earth, it sprouts by itself. By saying that you better sprout now, or by saying that it has sprouted, you will have just mental satisfaction of creating an imaginary image. But actually it has to happen. The happening has to take place. And this happening is built within you. That has to happen within your being and is already, you are destined for it. As he has told you, there lies this triangular bone which is very inconspicuous. You can't even see that. I think it is drawn very small. We should really enlarge it and show. That is the triangular bone within us which contains this force called as the Kundalini. Now regarding Kundalini, you must have read many books also. In India, I saw some books, I was amazed, written by mostly foreigners, such big books, and they didn't know where the Kundalini was, in the stomach or in the nose. Such confused people need not have read. If you are confused, better not talk about it. You see, if you are confused about something, what's the use of talking that this was the confusion, I got a shock and I got a heat and all this? Then why do you talk? You don't know anything, you have no authority. So you have no business to talk about it. That means you are naive or you are being being absolutely a person who is uneducated about it. Why should you talk when you are not an authority? Not only talk, but write. And books after books have been written by people who have no authority to write these books. And that's how they have created another myth that Kundalini awakening is the most dangerous thing and what should not be. Now imagine what a mistake it is. Who is the photographer? So what is the advantage in this kind of spreading news that Kundalini awakening, which is the epitome of your evolution, which is what human beings have to achieve in their life. That's the aim of their life, to be the spirit. And Kundalini is the only way it happens. So why should people talk like this and say it is dangerous to have the Kundalini awaken? Because why they are doing it? Because they are under some anti-God activity. Because they are not with God. There's some sort of a sinister, satanic force which is telling these things to people that you should not have your Kundalini awaken. Imagine it is like saying that you should not enter into the kingdom of God. If that is the only way, if you have to enter into the kingdom of God, why should you frighten people about it? There's nothing frightening about Kundalini awakening, I can assure you. I've had, as you know, I've been working for years together, and so many people have got realization. En masse. And nobody has got any problems like that. Sometimes, of course, you feel little heat in the body sometimes. You do feel little heat in the body. Sometimes you feel a little shaking in the body. If there is a problem in the body, if your nerves are tense and anything, the Kundalini, when she rises, she little bit shakes you, but it settles down. It settles you down completely and you feel absolutely blissful and peaceful. No problem is created, I have seen so far, which can be called anywhere near danger. On the contrary, when Kundalini rises, she gives so many byproducts to begin with. Of course, she is the power of pure desire. The only desire that is pure in human beings is to be one with the divine. All other desires are not pure because they do not give pure joy. You think of anything, you want to say, have a car, all right. You work for it, try your level best to achieve that. Then you had the car, then you want to have something else. If that was your pure desire, it would have given you complete joy and satisfaction. It is not so. So matter is making you just run from one to another, but doesn't give you joy. So the pure desire in a human being is this great desire to be one with the divine. If you do not accept it today, you will come to one. You will have to take it. Because nothing is going to satisfy you unless and until you receive the truth. You become one with the divine. I've seen people deny it for the time being. I'm not ready. That's another style. I'm not ready. And all sorts of things people say. But I say, let me decide. Why are you worried? Let me decide. If you are ready or not, what is the problem is, it can be worked out. I have really worked for years together to know all the permutations and combinations and the problems and the barriers you have. And it is not going to take any time for you. It's very simple. It's a living process. It is not going to trouble you. Why should you have fright about it? So this is one side of Kundalini awakening. The other side is where people think that it can be done by themselves. It cannot be done by yourself. Somebody has to do it for you. And then once you get it, you can do it for others. Now, for example, a candle which is enlightened can only enlighten another candle. By itself, a candle cannot enlighten. But for that, you have to have a real person who knows everything about the Kundalini, the one who can awaken your Kundalini. And not a person who is already shocked by Kundalini or who just talks about Kundalini or he makes people jump all over the places. There was a guru in India who used to give Kundalini awakening, and where this Dr. Warren went first of all. And they all were jumping and saying, ha ha, hoo, he. And he got such a fright seeing that. And he thought it's a lunatic asylum. And he ran away from that place and came to be
महिमा 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 जय जय हो महिमा देवी जय जय महिमा देवी मात भगवती रक्षाकारि मात भगवती रक्षाकारि
Now please open your eyes, bow down to the Shri Mataji and take the bandhan.
प्रणमामि परमेश्वरी जय जय हो महिमा 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 तेरी So we are on fifth center, that is Vishuddhi. Rami Jayanti.
Jai Shri Mataji.
Power of Shri Radha Krishna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha 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 Krishna 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 Shri Radha 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 Shri Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha 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 Krishna Radha Krishna Radha Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha
Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha
Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha
Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha Krishna Radha
Radha Krishna Radha